All right, so we're halfway through the college football season, and the Big Ten Conference, one of the most powerful in the sport, was supposed to be a predictable story, right? Well, it's not. The usual suspects are still around, but a total surprise contender has emerged and completely blown the championship script wide open.
So you gotta ask, with all this chaos, who is this team that's crashing the party and forcing everyone to completely rethink the rest of the season?
And the answer? It's Team CJ. These guys are sitting at 4-1, undefeated in the conference, and they are, without a doubt, the breakout story of the year. I mean, their rise has been absolutely meteoric, and they've quickly become a legitimate threat for the whole thing.
So, how are they pulling this off? And let's be real, this isn't just some fluke. Their success is powered by this dominant trio of elite players. We're talking a star quarterback, a beast of a running back, and a safety who just shuts everything down. Let's get into it.
Okay, so it all starts with the guy under center, quarterback Ryan Miner. And I want to be really clear about this. We're not just talking about a good quarterback. The experts are saying that right now, he is the single best player in the entire Big Ten.
And yeah, the numbers absolutely back that up. He's leading the conference with almost 1,600 passing yards, which is huge. But you know what really pops off the page? That 12-3 touchdown-to-interception ratio. That tells you he's not just airing it out. He's smart, he's protecting the football, and that's the lifeblood of any great offense. He is the engine of this team and the clear frontrunner for Offensive Player of the Year.
But hey, CJ isn't a one-trick pony. Backing up that passing attack, you've got the league's most dominant running back, Marquise Henry. His presence makes their offense so incredibly balanced. Defenses can't just drop everyone back to defend the pass, because Henry will gash you on the ground. And that makes their play-action game, oh man, it's absolutely lethal. And you guessed it, his stats are totally elite. Just like his quarterback, he's leading the conference, but in rushing yards. The number that really jumps out, though, is his 7.4 yards per carry average. Think about that. On average, every single time he touches the ball, he's getting you over 7 yards. He's not just grinding out yards. The guy is a big play machine.
All right, so to round out this incredible trio, let's flip over to the defense. Meet Donovan Cummings. He's a safety, and he's not just good, he's established himself as the best defensive back in the Big Ten. Period. End of story.
So what makes this guy so special? It's his versatility. He's not just a coverage guy who hangs back and picks off passes, though he does that too. He comes downhill and tackles like a linebacker. You see that in his tackle count, which is super high for a safety. He just has this knack for creating those turnovers that completely flip a game on its head. He's a true game wrecker and a serious contender for Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, this quote from our source really just nails it. It's one thing to have a star player, but having the best quarterback, the best running back, and the best safety all on the same team, that's not just good. That is a championship formula.
Okay, so Marquis Henry is obviously a stud, but his claim to being the best running back in the conference, well, it's not exactly uncontested. There's a real debate brewing here.
This is really that classic debate, right? Volume versus efficiency. On one hand, you've got Henry. More total yards, more touchdowns. He's the proven workhorse you can lean on all game long. But then you've got Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. He's actually more explosive on a per-carry basis, and let's not forget, he's putting up these numbers for a top-5 team in the country.
So who gets the nod? Well, the verdict, for now, is Henry. But man, it is close. We're talking by a hair. And the reason is pretty simple. Availability matters. Love has missed some time, while Henry's been out there every single week, just producing. Definitely a storyline to keep an eye on, though.
Okay, so we've met the players. But what does this all mean for the big picture? How has CJ's incredible rise totally reshaped the landscape of the entire conference? Let's pull back and look at the new power structure that's taking shape.
These new power rankings really lay it all out for us. You can see the whole conference is kind of broken down into these tiers. At the bottom, you've got your teams in rebuild mode. In the middle, your solid bowl contenders. Then you've got Tier 2, your dark horses for the College Football Playoff, or CFP, teams that are just one big win away. And then at the very top, in Tier 1, are the championship favorites. And look who's there, sitting right alongside giants like Georgia and Ohio State. Yep, it's CJ.
And look, they're not there by accident. This isn't just hype or a good story. The fact is, CSJ has the best conference resume so far, bar none. Their performance on the field has earned them a spot at the big kids table. They are officially a championship favorite.
So that's the big question now, right? What happens next?
Can these guys actually keep this momentum going and navigate the tough road ahead to make a real run for the title?
Well, if we look at the immediate future, the experts are predicting CJ will handle their business against Indiana this week. A win there would just solidify their position as a top contender and keep them on a collision course with the other big dogs.
And if that happens, after Week 6, this is what the top of the conference is probably going to look like. Georgia's still expected to be at number 1, but check out who's sitting right there at number 2, CJ, ahead of huge programs like Notre Dame and Ohio State.
So where is all this heading? Well, the analysis is pointing towards one massive showdown, the most likely matchup for the Big Ten championship game at the end of the season, the established giant Georgia versus the upstart contender CJ. Can you even imagine the hype for that game?
And that just leaves us with one final question to chew on. We've seen it, right? CJ has the elite, game-changing talent at all the key positions. They have the formula. But in a conference this tough, is having the talent alone enough to go all the way and win a championship? I guess the second half of the season is going to give us our answer.